Avery was an amazing young man. I mean, I know I sound a little bit biased when I say it that way as his father, but he was an incredible kid. Just super talented, smart. You know, if you didn't know him, you would think from the outside looking in that he had his life in order and on a path that he was happy with. In 2017, Avery graduated from UNLV with a degree in kinesiological sciences, cum laude. Just living his life, doing what he wanted to do. He wanted to be a doctor. So the UNLV physical therapy program, just a really focused kid on what his goals were and what he wanted to do. Up until the point of graduation, that's a moment of celebration for many families, high school, college graduation. With Avery, it was different. There was something different about that graduation. It was almost like getting to the finish line and realizing that he had won the race. And all of a sudden, there was this rush of stress and anxiety about what was next. A few weeks after graduation, he came into my bedroom, which as a 22-year-old kid rarely happens, and just sat on the floor. Furry brow, you could just see the stress, and said, I don't feel like I want to be in graduate school. I don't feel like I'll make a good doctor. I don't think I'll be a good leader. That was the beginning of what we now know was a major depressive episode, or what we call an MDE. And the other signs and symptoms were pulling away from friends, chores like laundry. He would literally sit on the foot of his bed with his laundry basket between his legs, just could not move. He could not make it to the laundry room. And out of the blue, I get a text from his girlfriend, basically letting me know that he had expressed that he had thought about taking his life. We did what we felt any parent or family should do. We tried to love him up. And we said, hey, you've been running the race. The marathon continues. You'll apply to grad school in December, which is months away. Let's go on vacation. So we went to our favorite place down in Southern California, where I'm from, in LA, and went to the beach, went to visit family. It just wasn't the same, though. As we got into the summer months in July, we realized that things were in crisis mode. Got a text again, letting me know that he had gone up to Hoover Dam, and that was his first attempt. Unfortunately, there was a second attempt, and he was successful. He took his life at Hoover Dam, and I still remember that day, you know, very vividly. I was headed to a work function downtown Las Vegas and got a message that there was a post on Facebook, and something in my body, something inside me knew that he had left this earth. You know, it was just very surreal experience, walking up to the bridge, meeting with the law enforcement officials, and they were taking witness interviews, and we got his phone from the ledge of the bridge, and just standing there, and I don't know what made me ask, but I just asked the officer, I said, do you think he could have survived? And he said, sir, we're 1,000 feet up. I don't think so. But I didn't want to believe that. Avery was, he was a great swimmer. And I thought, if anybody could do it, he could do it. That we would just find him, you know, maybe weeks later, and somehow he made it to safety, but it wasn't to be. Depression is like a thief waiting in the bushes, waiting in the parking lot. When you don't expect it, it somehow comes out and it jumps on you. And if you're not prepared to protect yourself, to respond, that fight or flight, it can snatch you away. And that's what it did to my son.